Hello, welcome back to Cooking Companions. This is episode 2. At the very end of episode 1, we had a little, I guess, kind of scare. I don't know if it was really like a jump scare. It didn't really do too much for me, but I don't know. Let's just get into it. Maybe things start to progress in a horrific way. Gregor.
Sorry, you were making strange noises in your sleep. What's going on, Gregor? Did the lightning wake you up? Oh gosh, it woke me up. Tried to fall back asleep, but it's so loud.
Let's just get back to sleep and talk about this in the morning. Everyone nods in agreement and gets back to bed. Except for you. Bro, what am I doing awake? You can't fall back asleep. You still have goosebumps from the nightmare. Go to sleep, dog. Karen's snoring is louder than a sawmill. You find it very loud and very distracting. You don't sleep a wink. Everyone is now up and awake in the cabin. You hear the front door open and quickly slam shut. Antonelli sounds petrified. What happened? What's going on?
I looked out the door and we're completely surrounded by floodwaters. Looks like the sailors' take warning was more appropriate for today.
Maybe it'll clear up tomorrow?
Look, you can't steal Big Guy's optimism,
Optimism?
Karen.
Why the hell not? That's all he has going for him.
Look, he's also good at chopping wood, though.
Knock it off, you two. Mariah, do you think it'll clear up tomorrow?
I give it a 27% chance of clearing up tomorrow.
Based on what?
I was bored stiff, so I read a book on local precipitation levels for the last 20 years in the living room.
The frick? For the last what? Sounds like you're stealing Antonelli's thunder. Antonelli, you're a book nerd, right? Why didn't you read it?
Couldn't make it past the cover. Oh God.
Is that right?
Yeah. That bookshelf has some great books on artisan crafting and natural sciences. Why let them sit there gathering dust? How did you arrive at 27% chance of clearing up tomorrow? It's easy. Take the time of year, multiply it by the factor of...
Mariah begins to explain meteorology to you. She isn't dumbing any of this down.
It's similar to... Where? So, the first thing you need to understand...
Minutes of explanation feels like hours. You look over at Antonelli. He's listening intently to Mariah. So intently, he hasn't blinked yet. You can see his eyes drying up. A tear rolls down one of his cheeks. This is brutal to watch. Mariah finally wraps up her lecture. She ends with a bow. Nobody claps. Tough crowd.
Mariah, that was awe-inspiring.
You lost me a few minutes in, but it's okay.
I didn't understand a word of it.
Antonelli turns to you.
Anyways, there's no telling how long this will last. We can leave the cabin until these floodwaters stop. We can't leave the cabin. I know our food situation is a little tight, but I know you'll make the right decisions. I'm counting on you.
I believe in you.
Me too.
It looks like we have enough leftover blueberries for bread and raspberry jam.
I don't know if I could just... Never mind, whatever.
I'll pass the jam. Just give me more crusty bread.
Everyone laughs, except for you. With everyone stranded in the cabin, you need to keep everyone fed and happy. You sneak out to the kitchen while everyone's still talking. We gotta talk to the Chompettes? You get out some crusty bread and get to work making some more jam. With the kitchen to yourself, you decide to check on the Chompettes. What are they up to? Oh gosh. Hello.
Don't worry. As the leader of the Chompettes, I'll make sure none of the humans know about us. That big guy would try eating me like an apple, so definitely don't tell them about us.
Potato.
Are your plans going alright? Got another cornbread classic for you. Did you hear about the bread maker's bakery burning down? No. Her business is now toast. That one's been done to death. Do you know how raspberry and milk were introduced?
You tell her no.
Raspberry milkshake.
You let out an audible groan. Burst up left. Did cornbread teach you that one?
Nope. Wasted an entire day thinking about the terrible pun. It was well worth the time and effort, Raspberry. Maybe you'll win in the annual Chompet comedy competition this year. Raspberry! Of course. Now while I'm here, I won't choke on stage this year. Isn't that every year, Bread? We still talk about the closing line, Brad. You're going to do great this year. Anyways, don't even think of eating us if you're hungry. Chompets stick together through thick and thin. Rain or shine. Feast and famine.
Potato.
Potato, I swear to God, repeat the line or we're flocking you up again. Life or death. That's right. Chompets. Move out.
Shout out the Chompettes. The Chompettes somehow managed to close the drawer on themselves. You bring the crusty bread and jam into the living room. And everybody's dead. Karen interrupts as you bring in the food. Took you long enough. Karen looks at the 2 slices of bread left and the mason jar of raspberry jam. There's mold on these last 2 slices of bread.
Karen's right.
What the hell is the matter with you? You grip the knife tightly in your hand. You think this is enough for 5 of us?
Wait.
Oh wait.
Wait, we can't throw this bread away. It's all we have left.
Gregor's right. Anthony, will mold spores give us food poisoning?
I'm no scientist. Sorry.
Bro, what the fuck? Let's pick off as much mold as we can.
We can't leave with the floodwater, so this will have to last us another day.
Everyone grimly nods, ripping apart their piece like a pack of wolves. Gregor seems to unhinge his jaw and eat in one bite. He looks like a duck eating bread.
Thanks again. Bread and jam isn't much of a meal, but it's more than we had when we left Ukraine.
Well, there's plenty of rain outside, so at least we won't die of dehydration. But until the storm is over, nobody should leave the cabin. Should clear up if we just give it a chance.
Antonelli, where are you getting that information from?
One of the books on the shelf about climate here.
You're illiterate, so that definitely is a lie.
Ugh.
I've seen him read. Little guy's been studying.
I'm serious, he pretends to read those books because he wants us to think he's smart. That he's smart. But I can tell he's just staring at the page, faking it. What? Antonelli, is that true?
What do you think?
Antonelli doesn't know his weather conditions from a hole in the ground. Karen is correct. Antonelli can read. I saw it with my own 2 eyes. Well, that's just cap. Because I did not see it with my own 2 eyes. I'm like pretty certain, unless I'm fucking forgetting. Karen's pissed. I don't want to piss her off even more. I feel like me bringing up the past already kind of fucked her up a bit. So I'm gonna agree with Karen, cause fuck Anthony anyways. Dude sounds like a punk. He sounds like a fucking nerd, dude.
Gluck.
You're funny.
What? I...
Keep pretending with those books, Anthony.
Brutal, Karen.
I found an old picture in the living room, Anthony. Let me know if you want it, small fry. What?
Karen,
Karen smiles at you.
I guess let's call it a day.
Yeah.
Sure.
Everyone shuffles to their sleeping areas. 6 minutes later. I'm glad you called out Anthony's bluff. You continue to impress. It's a shame Anthony is sleeping in the same bedroom. I should have never let him be the one to share with me. But what if it was just me and you? Actually, you're supposed to say is just you and I. Goddamn, Karen, you fucking illiterate bitch. Oh, I can't say that. I mean, you illiterate person. Yeah. I'm sure we could study and squeeze a few novels in before bed. Let's go. You nod. Well, we'll have to see if we can kick him out at some point, right? What the fuck? Wait. Oh wait, no, back to game. Oh, you'll have to tell me about that anatomization book on the shelf. Really cool pictures in there. Karen looks like she has a crush on you. Okay. Let me know if you're ever free for a lesson. Okay? Karen walks away, looking very happy. You are definitely sure Karen will remember that. Your relationship is stronger. Yay. That's cool. Cheeky water break. You get ready for bed and put a blanket on. You go to sleep very hungry. Day 4, day 4. Oh my. I wonder on night 5 does Freddy come. Oh my. You don't dream the entire night, but you sleep through everyone waking up.
And that's how fast a deer could run if it's startled.
Whoa.
Incredible.
I'm impressive. Yawn.
I wish we had a deer here. With the food getting lower, let's just skip today's meal.
No.
Fucking Mariah.
It's only for one day. Various cultures and religions have practiced fasting throughout history.
That doesn't make us feel any better, Anthony.
What options do we have? Our food wasn't rationed properly.
Anthony leaves, mumbling to himself. So passive-aggressive of him. Everyone goes to a separate area. Karen in the bedroom. Gregor in the living room. Mariah in the kitchen. Anthony in the bathroom. Who do you want to speak to?
Fuck.
Alright, we've had our moment with Karen, we've had our moment with Mariah. Do we I feel like we gotta talk to Anthony after I especially kinda fucking sold him out yesterday. So let's talk to Anthony. See what he's got. What the hell's he doing?
Yeah. Oh, I'm done using the bathroom, sorry. Must have been daydreaming.
Anthony looks at you oddly.
Do you ever daydream?
Of course not, that's childish. Only about rivers of blood, wells filled with entrails, and villagers flayed. I guess sometimes I do, so yeah, sure.
Of course. It's a natural way to fill the gaps of boredom. And what do you daydream about? Cooking?
You nod.
Yeah, I thought so. Oh gosh, I can tell that you have a history with cooking. So,
You can tell Anthony is struggling with small talk.
what's the best thing you've ever cooked?
A feast for a queen, the vegetable stew from earlier. Children. Nah, we're good. A feast for a queen.
A royal feast, eh? Wonder who it was for? You'll have to tell me sometime. Okay?
Anthony is looking at you dreamily. He will definitely remember that. Okay. Your relationship is stronger. Hell yeah. Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum, bum. Come on. Let's freaking go, Anthony.
Later. Oh gosh.
You decided to head back to the others. Everyone looks pretty down this evening. Yeah, because they don't got food.
Wish the rain would just stop.
You're all doing great. We must be almost to the end of this nightmare. I'm so hungry.
Me too.
You are too. You wish everyone a good night and get ready for bed. But let's just eat fucking Anthony's fucking squirrel thing or something, dude. Oh my. You go to bed with a growling stomach. You have a strange dream. A boy is yelling at you in the kitchen. You keep telling him to lie down on the tray. What the fuck? But he keeps shaking his head, calling you names. So you do it. You lie down on the tray and make your body as flat as a board. You show him how it's done. His anger turns to courage, and he pushes you into the oven. What the fuck? As the stench of the burning hair fills your lung, you see him sneering back at you. You wake in a cold sweat. Are we gonna see it? What the? Dude, that motherfucker was ugly as hell. Looked like fucking Fred. Hey guys, it's me, Fred. Shout out Fred, guys. Ever seen Fred the movie? That shit goes hard. It is a film of a century. One of a kind. Everyone seems to be sleeping in later than normal. Their stomachs must have kept them awake all night. The rain is still pouring outside. You can barely make out the trees from the windows. You can hear a stirring of blankets, arms, and legs. Mariah looks petrified.
I couldn't sleep.
Instantly has his bags under his eyes.
This storm is too loud.
Kieran looks out of it. The cabin was so creaky so much last night. It sounded alive. Gregor looks a little gaunt.
I got a good look out the window.
And
I couldn't see anything due to the rain.
Great observation, Gregor. I was so hungry last night. I kept pacing around my bed. Kieran turns to you. When is this going to end?
I checked out the door again. Floodwaters keep rising. Unfortunately, we're going to need to stay put unless one of us wants to drown in rainwater.
As soon as the weather lets up, we'll be able to scavenge for supplies.
How close is the nearest town?
I don't know.
didn't you have a map on you?
I think I dropped it while we were running after Gregor.
God damn it.
Whoops.
I'm sure it'll show up eventually. Ha!
Mariah and Anthony go white as a sheet. How are we going to find our way back now?
Well, we'll, have to ride at the storm.
Mariah looks at you.
We're down to our last slice of bread. I don't know how much longer we can put off eating.
The group stares at you.
It'll clear up in no time.
Maybe you're right.
The group looks worried. They all gravitate to an area. You can tell Gregor's putting on a fake optimism, and Mariah is having trouble. Which one do you want to speak with today? Dang. Gregor. Converse with Gregor. We've already talked with Mariah. I'm trying to build up a decent relationship with everybody.
Oh, hey. I know you already searched the kitchen, but I had to double check. A fool's
errand.
I wish everyone was in a better spirits. It can't rain forever, right?
Rainfall in this area can last days to weeks. You tell Gregor to stay strong.
You know what? Thank you. The group is really thankful for you, for your kindness.
Gregor blushes a little bit.
I always wanted to be the one that kept everyone in good spirits, but it's obvious you do that much better.
Gregor is looking at you fondly. You're sure Gregor will remember that? Does everybody fancy me, bro? I'm getting like these weird vibes from everybody. Oh no. I mean, gosh, I must be handsome or something. Bum, 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 bum. This screen is way too freaking long, dude. Bro, you gave us like a minute. The rain is pounding hard against the wooden cabin, but at least none of it is getting inside. You tell Gregor to keep his spirits up and join the others. We're back at the kitchen table. You call everyone together. They all look grim. You could cut the tension in the room with a knife. Everyone is staring at you. They're expecting that last piece of bread for dinner. You bring it out. Everyone cannot take their eyes off of it. You instruct everyone to take a pinch. And slowly, all 5 of you tear it apart like a wishbone. Everyone studies their piece of bread carefully, wondering how long it will last. Karen is the first to eat hers. She chews each bite a few hundred times before swallowing. Anthony chews it cautiously, opening his mouth once he finishes each bite. Mariah nibbles on it silently, eyes wide, moving from person to person. And Gregor just pops it into his mouth like a cherry. Let's go, Gregor. It was gone in an instant. The group thanks you, awkwardly. It's not much, but you've run out of options. You wish everyone good night and get ready for bed. You go to bed, starving. Oh my. This is not looking good. This is not looking good. Day 6. Everyone's pissed. I guess not Gregor.
Good morning.
Morning.
Let me check if the rain has stopped.
You can obviously fucking hear it.
It's still flooding.
What a surprise. What are we gonna do?
Humans can live about 2 to 3 weeks without food. Water isn't a concern.
Rainfall should end in a day or two, right?
Actually, precipitation can occur more than 215 days a year here.
But do you really think it will rain that long?
Anthony, it's been days already. What makes you think it will stop soon?
Ugh.
Relax, everyone. Let's see how long we can ride this out. Fingers crossed it's done by tomorrow.
Wow. Everyone's so excited. Panic is slowly creeping in. Everyone's looking scared, but you need to survive. What are we gonna do? Karen and Gregor begin to discuss next options. Do you want to speak with Mariah in the kitchen or Anthony in the living room? Let's think instead about everything you've done wrong and how you've doomed everyone. What the fuck did I do? I'm not the guy fucking I'm not the hunter-gatherers, bro. That's their job. What are you on about? Bruh. Dude. Nah, but we're speaking to fucking, Mariah. She's looking a bit crazy right now, so gotta give her some emotional support.
Hey.
Mariah looks relieved to see you. Your relationship is stronger. Let's go. Oh, that was quicker.
How are you holding up?
Not very good. Better question, how are you holding up? Better question, how are you holding up?
Not very good. That's very sweet of you to ask.
Mariah looking at you intently. She gets a little closer to you.
I noticed you didn't use any meat when cooking. Usually I have to pick out of the foods others make. But you respected that. Thank you.
Mariah's looking at you with admiration.
I need to speak with Gregor for a minute, but thanks again.
You're definitely sure Mariah will remember that. We're at 3 hearts to Mariah. It's pretty good. Pretty good. You decide to check out the drawer again. Are my boys here? It's only Potato. You ask Potato where the others are.
They'll be back. They wanted to explore the labyrinth of the tunnels around the cabin. Surely you've seen the mouse holes, right? They connect all over the cabin. Must have been some mouse that created them or something worse.
That does not sound fucking good.
Anyways, I'm not going to sugarcoat this. Things are going to get worse from here on out.
You have a feeling Potato is telling the truth. Hey, yo, this music.
You realize some drool is leaking out of your mouth? Disgusting.
Fucking disgusting.
Don't you even try to eat me. You're just deathly sick. If you tried, and from the look of you, you need to retain all the water you can. From rationing to cooking, you failed every common sense measure for basic survival this week.
Dude, fuck you, Potato.
You knew something like this would happen, right? Never mind. With flood waters rising and no food now, I think it'd be a great time to go over the fundamentals of starvation with you. When experience starvation, there are 4 factors that will determine if you live or die.
Bro, fucking Potato didn't have literally any fucking lines earlier, and now he's a fucking scientist or some shit. Yeah, fuck you, Potato. Show me your goddamn degree before you give me this fucking talk.
Age, height, weight, and your degree of activity or inactivity. You've been especially lazy, so I think you'll survive a little longer than the others. The arithmetic equation can help you figure out how many calories you need to simply maintain your current weight.
Bro, I feel like I've been pretty hard working, actually, Potato.
The equation produces a number called the basal metabolic rate, or BMR.
Oh my, I'm obese.
Stay with me here. BMR equals 655. I'm not just gonna I'm a goddamn fucking scientist or some shit. Got it?
Yeah.
For fun, let's try it out. On someone here, Mariah, using Harris Benedict. She looks like she's 120 pounds. About 5'5" tall. About 20 years old.
Oh, okay, thank God. Doesn't mean anything.
Crunching the numbers. I think she'll need about 1,388 calories daily. But that's being abnormally stationary. She'd have to lay in bed all day and night, just eating, breathing, and using her brain. Not very common when you're starving to death. People tend to get up more. If she was being very active, let's say swimming through flood waters, we need to multiply that calorie by 1.9. So now she needs 2,638 calories per day. That's quite the difference, especially if you didn't ration the food properly. Which you didn't.
Fuck you.
Hey, fuck you, potato.
I did everything right. This is not my fault.
I guess that wraps up our first survival lesson. Hopefully we'll never have to speak again.
Fuck you. Okay. You shut the drawer, going over the numbers again. What the fuck?
I don't think any of us can take it this much longer.
Gregor's voice starts to crack.
I don't want to ask this, but it's time. One of us needs to go outside and search for food.
My vote is on Antley. Everyone is silent.
I'll go.
No, she can't.
Mariah,
I used to swim all the time near my...
Fuck, they're gonna make me. No! You know, I used to swim all the time near my house. They're gonna make me choose. Fuck.
So I probably have the best chance of swimming through the flood waters.
So if I let somebody else go, do they just fucking drown?
no, let me go instead.
Yeah, that's my pick.
You won't get very far if anything happens to your glasses, Anthony.
You're blind as a mole rat, remember?
That's true, but
Little guy, let me go.
Gregor,
Sounds good to me.
Karen!
His arms are definitely the longest, so he'd probably the best. So he'd probably the best at climbing trees out of all of us. Damn, Karen. Bars.
No, that wouldn't be right. Gregor, let me go instead.
I get that. None of these options are good ones. But we need to find food or help.
Gregor grabs a branch from the woodpile. He cuts it into different measurements.
Since we can't come to a consensus, let's draw for it. We'll each pick one from my hand. And the shortest will go outside for the search for food.
Shit. You're not worried about drawing. You saw Gregor cut the branch lengths, so you can tell which is the biggest one of the bunch. You pick it. You can watch the others intently. Bro, I'm a fucking cheater! Will it be Gregor? Antley? Karen? Will it be
Looks like I've got the shortest.
Oh, shit.
Mariah,
Mariah.
It's okay.
No. I watched... Oh, wait.
I watched Anthony forage earlier, so I'll know what to look out for.
Just swim until you find higher ground and scout the area.
Maybe you'll find a fish out there. Everyone looks heartbroken.
Karen, Anthony, and Gregor, I'll keep us alive. I promise.
She promised. Everyone watches as Mariah leaves the cabin. No! Mariah! Mariah! The silence is deafening.
Bye.
No! The door shuts behind her. You can faintly hear her yell about how cold the Oh my. And then silence. Mariah has left the cabin. I'm sure we'll see her again. The rest of the group nods. Everyone stays up, waiting and waiting. The sun is completely set. One by one, each person quietly shuffles off to bed. You get ready for bed and easily pass out. You have a strange dream. Two women in front of you. Could be twins. One of them you recognize, the other is a guest. You ask the guest to sit on a shovel, and then you try pushing it into the oven. What? Her legs are so strong, you can't get her into the oven. You curse at her repeatedly. Like this, you hiss. You stretched out your legs until your toes are almost sticking in the coals. You feel 4 hands on your shoulders, and both of them push you in. The familiar smell of smoke and burning hair cause you to throw up on the embers. You can't let it end like this. You rip the metal doors off, tearing through the wood logs of the cabin. Screaming, you chase the two through the woods, your burns chill with the wind. The guest looks behind her and her eyes widen when she sees you. She's terrified. Your fury rips trees out by their roots, soil from the ground, rocks from their pits. You've never been this angry in your entire life. Their stamina can't last forever. You're gaining on them. As you trample through a field of wheat, the guest throws a piece of cloth behind her. You catch the glint of it in the sun, golden. As if magic, the earth splits in front of you, creating a chasm of fire below. You fall into the pit, screaming as your eyes begin to sizzle from the heat. Hell fire fills your lungs. You're unable to scream anymore. You wake in a cold sweat. Holy shit. It's day 7. Okay, that's where we're gonna end this episode. Thank you guys for watching. Bit crazy stuff. Hopefully freaking Mariah makes it back safe and sound. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Adios.